Beach.
Transitioning.
Grand Rising.
Better
King.
discography. Big Crit or J. Cole?
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Silence. Silence. Do we need Ricochet, brother? Could you bring up the numbers, please, of checking out the discography of the two?
Oh, you know J. Cole and outsold him. You know that.
Not numbers. Not numbers. This is not based off numbers. This is based off quality of music.
Oh,
So what am I looking up?
Entire discography for Big Crit
Okay.
versus J. Cole. Whose
Jermaine
discography?
Cole has the
got
better
you.
discography.
Then Big
J.
Crit.
Cole.
Yeah.
Look at such.
I can't.
All right.
I can't.
Who do we want
Once you get
Let
past,
them go. Let them know. Let them
probably
know. Got stage.
Cadillac. We're gonna pull it up, but once you get past Cadillac, bro.
Yeah, it don't get.
It's a deep dive for Creed after that, bro. Wait till we call him out. We're gonna see.
All right.
I don't know about that one and all.
All right.
Simmer down.
I can show you better than I tell
Call him
you.
out, Shay. Call him out, Shay.
Prepared to.
We doing
I
mixtapes
won't
too and
fail
albums, right?
you.
Yeah, I'm considering now.
Yeah, because that could hurt. That could hurt. But you need Crit need the mixtape.
He need
But
them, right?
man, Cole got some.
Exactly, bro.
You want to do that? You sure you want to do that?
All right, let's hear it.
That doesn't help really, but it
Like,
evens it
okay,
out.
but before you name these, what are the metrics of this?
Quality of
Of this-
music. That's it.
Just quality. That's it.
Yeah, it's nothing else. What else would we base it? The quality, who has a better discography.
Okay.
Run 'em off.
Now, just to give you a summarization, all right, and give Holiday time to put up all the animations on screen and crazy shit like that. All right. Big Crit, 5. EPs, 5. Singles, 45. Mixtapes, 14. Live from the Underground, official studio album, debut album from K.R.I.T. Cadillactica followed that up. Forever is a Mighty Long Time was next.
Yeah.
K.R.I.T.
Double
is
album.
here. And Digital Roses Don't Die.
That joint, it ain't in comparison to everything else. But go ahead, Shay.
A lot of folks struggle with Digital Roses. I won't front though.
Wasn't that bad?
I like it.
Wasn't
son.
as bad as people thought.
I've been real big on K.R.I.T. because Digital Roses, I ain't gonna front. Before that joint, I was like, K.R.I.T. keeps trying to rap like everybody else. He keeps trying to have an album like everybody else, meaning he waiting on that rap album to pop out like a good kid when he just need to focus on whatever the K.R.I.T. sound is. I was always more excited in the K.R.I.T. sound evolving. I feel like when he got the Digital Roses, that's like the last album from Drake for Drake's catalog. You feel what I'm saying? Like Drake been doing that type of shit forever. K.R.I.T. been making that kind of bluesy Mississippi draw R&B.
Pimp
Yeah,
Cadillac
He's still
shit.
trying
Yeah.
though. He was still trying on it. He had Wayne on that album too, right? That's the one with the Wayne feature and the Cole feature.
Yeah.
He was still trying to push that and get to that realm. I'm like, nah, don't do that, bro. You already in your lane. Just make quality music.
Just
like
make quality music.
You
Right.
ain't gotta worry about nothing else, K.R.I.T. Don't worry about even trying to compete. That's not you.
Right.
You know, anyway.
All right. J. Cole, studio albums, 6. EPs, 3. Live albums, 1. Compilation albums, 4. Singles, 59. Mixtapes, 4. All right, let's get to it. Cold World, The Sideline Story, debut album. Next album,
Worst album. Worst album. I'm just gonna go.
You good. Next album was Born Center. The next album was 2014 Forest Hills Drive. The next album was For Your Eyes Only. Following up was KOD. Following up was The Off Season. And we are currently, as of this recording, on March 13th, waiting on the drop.
What about the mixtapes? They got that? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
mixtapes.
gonna
You
do
got
it. That's pretty much
Big
doing it
Crit.
right there.
Big Crit. We got See Me on Top, See Me on Top 2, Hood Fame, See Me on Top 3, The Last King. Now, this is where it gets official for me because these are more of the titles that I'm familiar with and maybe that other people are just generally familiar with. Crit Was Here. That was released in 2010. Return of
That's the
Forever.
joint.
Yeah. Return of Forever. Last King 2, God's Machine. Forever in a Day. King Remembered in Time, which is one of my personal favorites.
That's my favorite.
See Me on Top, It's Better This Way, which was hard. It was originally dropped as the Gangsta Grills with DJ Drama. That shit was hard. 12 for 12, it was cool. A Style Not Quite Free, it was cool. Regardless, It's Still Timeless. Again, it was cool. As far as Cold World, compilations and mixtapes, you already know what's going on there. The Come Up, The Warm Up, Friday Night Lights, and Might Delete Later.
This is this is better than I thought it was gonna be. And then look, here's the irony of it: both lyricists, both pro-black, both producers. But one got this shine on them, and the other, for some reason, doesn't. And I'm hearing this call out, and I'm like, I'm jumping from one to other. I'm jumping from sides because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go with K.R.I.T. Then I was like, Cole. Dude, when the mixtapes came, it's close. It's close.
Hey,
It's
I'll tell you
close,
like
bro.
this. I'll tell you like this, man. For me, I'll sum it up in Cole has the more substantiated body of work in total. Meaning substantiated, impacted more, did more for the general public, and just produced more hits and songs that people can appreciate over time and timeless quality from his records more than K.R.I.T. Now, K.R.I.T's music isn't bad music. I don't think it's dated music. I don't think it's era subjected music. I do feel like it is the type of texture and style that it is in the South for what it is, does kind of put it in you can easily place it when you hear it in eras. It's era music. You feel what I'm saying? To where it ain't make it dated. It just make it to where what kind of vibe you got to be in, particularly to bump it. And I don't think that the brand evolved as well as J. Cole's in comparison. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
But
of course not.
K.R.I.T has he left a respectable mark on the game. You know what I'm saying? He walks in the era of Bun B's and folk like that in terms of solo runs. You know what I'm saying? And just a quality output from an artist whose catalog you can respect. But compared to Cole's mixtapes, Cole did that shit on some 4 for 4. Like, come on, bro.
But you know why though, Shay? We can't when we put an impact in there, right? That's unfair. Because this wasn't based off impact. I understand it's kind of hard to not put success in there. It plays a factor in any comparison.
Hey, man, Cole in the post-Control verse Kenny era produced more than K.R.I.T did.
That's just of the albums, and the best, I don't think Cole has an album better than Forever Is a Mighty Long Time. I don't think, in my opinion. I don't think so. Not to me, because I would say Cole's classic is he said Cole's classic would be Forest Hill Drive.
Yeah.
Forest Hill versus Forever Is a Mighty Long Time. My opinion, I think Forever Is a Mighty Long Time is better. But like you said, over time and consistently looking at those bodies of work, Cole's is better. Like, it ain't got to be that one being better. You know what I'm saying? Like Cole from this to this to this. That's him. That's how he stays in the game. Middle child, it's just balance. It ain't got to be incredible. Like, I ain't never heard nothing like this. But you get it. He going to provide you with it.
Yeah.
Right?
Like,
so, yeah.
Out of the two artists, Cole did better giving the people what they want. I feel like dealing with the major pressure of being a high-level artist. I feel like K.R.I.T did well with giving the people what he felt like we needed and what should represent the South and what texture should get representation in terms of the music.
Yeah.
Instead of folding into the industry model. So they had two different angles, served two different purposes.
I go with Cole.
Cole had the machine behind him though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm gonna go with Cole by like a half a point. I'm gonna go with Cole split decision, like boxing. Cole by decision. It ain't like unanimous. You ain't knock him out. You barely got one judge to give you a round. That's how close it is.
But I feel like in 10 years we're gonna bump Cole like we bump Cole now. Like bumping K.R.I.T gonna be more on some like Fiend, like No Limit, like
nostalgia.
Yeah,
you just want some nostalgia. When
you gotta go.
Good point.
I listen to him. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, wouldn't it be the same thing though? If you go listen to
Cole? For us, it's the same. But he's saying like everybody.
Oh,
it's gonna be more like you're like a cult. You have K.R.I.T has a cult following. Cole is the culture.
Right.
It's
like
the difference. Like you know what I'm saying?
K.R.I.T becomes what the UGK fan is now. He becomes what the Dungeon Family fan is right now. Like in this generation, if you bump that, it's because you recognize that for what it was in live time. That's the only way you go back and bump it. You're not gonna bump it because you missed it and somebody put you on it. You got to bump it because you was able to be like, no, I remember when country shit dropped. I know what dude could have been. Like, there be a lot of niggas when niggas speak on folk all the time. Like, you remember Cavius? Or this or that or this or that.
You stop.
No, I ain't meaning no disrespect to comparison. I'm just saying, like, when folk be like, you remember XYZ, that could have been their favorite for that moment because they remember what it did for them in that moment with a single, a video, a look, a vibe. You know what I'm saying? So, K.R.I.T was able to do that a few times over, at least for his own brand. And which was hard to do because you know how hard I am on Wale, pause, and Big Sean, pause. So where it's like they just never really could.
Do we have to pause after everybody named Big?
Hey man, look,
hey man.
And Lil too. Let's pause on all the Lils and Bigs. Pause. Every time you come.
The last two rap concerts I ever went to in person, both of those concerts was Big K.R.I.T back to back at Minglewood Hall. Mm-hmm. I'm a fan. I'm a real fan of his music.
For sure.
In this conversation, it's cold, bro.
It's cold and
just a little more timeless.
Right.
K.R.I.T's music is.
Would you say it's a split decision? You agree with that? That it's not a knockout?
Tight. Yeah, it ain't no knockout. Nah. Hell no.
What about the producer?
But I feel like
K.R.I.T the better producer.
No, I ain't finished.
Okay, my bad.
If you take somebody that like rap, right? They never heard both of these artists. They gonna lean towards Cole more than they would.
Mm-hmm.
K.R.I.T gonna appeal more to people like us from the South versus a global sound. I think that's what gives J. Cole the edge right there.
Fact. Great points, bro. Great point. You agree? Sanchez? We already said everything, Sanchez.
Hey, but I will go. I'm gonna steal Brother Sanchez's point and make it with him. K.R.I.T is probably better producer of the two. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah.
In terms of.
Oh, you said Sanchez. He said that. You said K.R.I.T the better producer. Okay.
Yeah,
and,
I was
you don't
saying,
like the whack ass J. Cole beats.
J. Cole shit is straight. His shit is straight, but K.R.I.T just the better producer, bro. Like
he is. Yeah,
Cole make the better music. He the better producer.